I'm Dr. Vishpala Parthasarthy. I've been practicing homeopathy since 1977, which is quite a long time. I passed out from what was that time called Bombay Homeopathic Medical College, which is today CMP, and I come from a homeopathic background. My mother was the vice principal of the college and a famous homeopath in her own right. But when I passed out, she thought that I should train under somebody else. So she took me to Dr. Dhavale. That was in 1976, and I joined the ICR that same year. So, no, sorry, I passed out in 73, and I joined ICR in the same year. So, the more important date for me is 76 when I got married. So that is what stays more. I've been in Bombay all throughout, and I run a journal called National Journal of Homeopathy. Before that, I became an editor also by accident. There was a college journal called Indian Journal of Homeopathic Medicine. Strangely, that was started by Dr. Senior Shankaran was the editor, and then it was left orphaned because nobody was looking after it. So they told me I have to do it. I said I have no idea about it. I was very young and that was in 81. So they said that's it, you do it. So I did that. We ran that very successfully for a decade, and then politics, and then but the whole team left with me. I left and the whole team left, so we had a good team. So then we decided to start another journal. Business India supported us, and since then now National Journal of Homeopathy is completing, it started in 92, so that also it is completing 22 years. The reason that I joined here is actually we started a group called Tamasoma, and in that we were trying to see how different people practice and how you can come to some kind of coherence and joining together. So I have been trained from the beginning under the ICR method, and I've been practicing that for now 37 years. So that's a long time. So then I thought that at least one other method I must learn fully. I had really no idea about this method. I don't know much about the sensation or the synergy method. So best is not to do little bits. I thought I will join the whole course, and that's how I'm here. And the other thing was that in practice I was already getting very good results, say 70%. No harm in making that 80–90% results if you can. So, and of course lot of adjustments have to be done to make yourself available for a full course of 1 year or 1.5 years. But it's been very good experience, very good learning, and a completely different kind of an approach. So maybe I'll have more trouble getting it than other people would. Maybe youngsters or new people may get it faster. I have to relearn is always much more difficult than the first learning, but it's been worth the effort. It's been very exciting, and there are lots of different things coming out. Meantime, Tansoma also is growing well, so we hope that together we can evolve a system which is useful to the whole of homeopathy. There are a number of factors which came to my mind when I wanted to join this. Number one, I am a practitioner, very senior practitioner, so to sit with students and younger people would be a little bit difficult, I thought, but I've always kept an open mind, so that factor I overcame quite fast. But still I can see that I'm at least 10–20 years older than most of the students here. But it took me a little week to get settled, but now I think we made a very nice group and everybody is learning together. Second, I already came from an institute which was very open. I remember even as a young girl of 23, 24, I could tell Dr. M.L. Dhavle that, sir, this is not the way to teach us. So it was already an open institute. So that institute is also very open, very communicative. So that was not a new thing for me. But all throughout, it is not that I have not been in touch with the sensation method, but I always felt that the sensation method was a bit over the top. It was too esoteric, and it was just not for everybody to practice. So I really did not ever go into deep into it. I just attended seminars, saw, and felt that those cases were something that we could not do. What really prompted me was the synergy. The whole thing has changed now. They are talking from 3 angles. They are not saying only sensation method. They are saying synergy, which means that you take from the basic, the actual facts, and now it is all rooted in facts. What patient is saying sure, what is sure and what is definitely there, where there are no 2 ways about it. That leads you to it, the remedy. The second is where you have the system, where you have the kingdom, you have the rose, you have the mineral kingdom, plant kingdom and animal kingdom, how they are different and how systematically you can approach it. And by even without knowing all the remedies, you can still come to a remedy just by going through the process. And then that was the synergy which really dragged me to it, because sensation method I've heard again and again over the last 20 years. I've attended, they know that they call me for every seminar. I used to attend every seminar, but it did not make me want to really learn it. But now this method, I can say, is taking care of all the facts, and therefore it is much more practical to learn it. Just as ICR has always been practical, and today the Palghar College is like the first choice of every student who wants to do MD, because it is rooted in experience. Here also now this is rooted in experience. So if these two we can bring together, that will be the best thing for every student homeopath to learn. Thank you.